Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about the book because I really need to just like try to go as fast as possible so it's not an hour. Stigmatized. Oh no, 11. Okay, bye. Hi, Shovel, by the way. So first of all, I loved it. I cried, especially at the end with Ciri. I cried a lot. It was very, very, very sweet. And I really liked all of the stories. I think in terms of a short story collection, I like Sword of Destiny better. But I think they're both great. I gave them both 5 stars on Goodreads. Hi, Josh Groban's Dry Mouth. Good to see you. I found it on Amazon. It probably will ship. And there's also Etsy. It's the same shop. They sell on Etsy and Amazon. Please only discuss the book at this time to avoid potential spoilers. You can talk off topic, just don't talk about The Witcher 3. Yes. Thank you, Ruby. I did finish the second book. That's what we're talking about today. Oh, Elisa, hi. I hope that you recover well. I'm sending all the healing vibes. This Yennefer cosplay, this is related. The Yennefer cosplay is personal to me too, because I had scoliosis and I had scoliosis surgery when I was 20. So Yen is like my scoliosis sister. We were both hunchbacks. Unifex, hi. London, hi. Yeah, lonely. Okay, so let's talk about the Bounds of Reason first. So the Bounds of Reason was with 3 jackdaws, and as soon as Villa came up with his 2 Zaracanian women on either shoulder, I recognized him immediately because of his Gwent card. And I think that speaks to how well done the Gwent cards are, like the art, because that card stuck out to me a lot. I was like, wait, that's the Golden Dragon? Because I saw the show, they interpreted that story in a way that was not accurate in my opinion, but you know, it was whatever. But I did know that the Golden Dragon appeared, and like, because I had played The Witcher 2, I knew Saskia was his daughter, but as soon as that MFer showed up and just was like flirty, and I listened to a lot of it, like the audiobook, and Peter's voice for him was just like so suave, so good. I knew it was him. And then he was like, what do you know about golden dragons? But I liked how it was like 90% comedy and then like 10% feelings. The show was like all dramatic, and I don't know, like it just didn't really get like, what? Yeah, I totally get it, Ruby. Hi, Can. And then like the Golden Dragon himself, 3 jackdaws, is like this old man, and I just don't understand. I'm trying not to be like super hypocritical, but I could barely connect the two. I was like, they adapted that story? No. Yarpen shows up, which at first I was like, woo, when Yarpen showed up, but then he was rude to Yennefer and I was like, boo. But then also he gets better. Like, he's freaking funny. He's hilarious. And I'm really glad that I played The Witcher 2 because he's funny in there too. He's just a little shit. Yeah, and he's like the goofy leader of the dwarves. He's just there for coin and to have a good time. I loved just the motley crew of eclectic people trying to hunt this dragon. It was like dwarves, and then like a wizard, and then this noble knight who just like gets torn down immediately, and then there's Yen, and then there's Geralt. It's just really, I don't know, it's just so Witcher. As soon as the story started, like, I'm very glad I played The Witcher 2 because there's just an energy that you can't really find in other games, because it's like Geralt is so good with people and non-humans, and they just have a good ass time and fuck around. Sir Ake, how did it? I don't remember him in the show. Thank you, Bamba. Yeah, Cliff Notes, right? Exactly. I love how it was Grumpy Yen, Grumpy Geralt. Geralt is a goober and loves her so much, and they haven't seen each other in a while, and I love that she's emotional and frustrated about that. I love all her imperfections. I do. Sorry. I love all her outbursts. I don't think they're toxic. I think she's amazing. And already I said they talk so intimately. They know what each other means when the reader won't know. And as Three Jackdaws said, they're made for each other. And we saw that in the last stream. It was like they reunited and then they sat down, and it was just like they're in their own world. Like they can finish each other's sentences. They can read each other's minds. Like that's soulmate shit. And they're like in this little bubble. And even when they're not technically together romantically, even when there's like stuff going on, they're mad at each other, they still can like get shit done. They're like parents. A hee hee. Hi, Dante. I mean, I would say I didn't make it. The outfit came in like a pack, but took me a couple hours to get ready versus like 20 minutes usually. And then, you know, the Golden Dragon's prophecy for them at the end when, oh God. Okay, Bats. Wait, which story? When he's just like, you two were made for each other, but nothing will come of it. And then Yen kind of cuts him off. And she's just like, I know. To me, that showed just such like a maturity and a pain and a sadness from Yen's side. But they don't know that Ciri's coming. Ciri's coming. I was so excited. It's so sweet. But like, that it's true. They will never make a baby together. They'll never make a baby together in the way that Yen wants. But Ciri's coming, and they'll get their destiny and their what they want in life in a different way. Like Geralt has no vocation right now. He's aimless. Yen has like a very specific goal, and it's to restore her fertility. And they're kind of going in the same direction, but they don't know where they're going to end up. And that's just life. Right, Ruby? Hi, Winter. Good to see you. Oh, yeah. Dandelion was involved in it, too. He's always like, how did I get involved in this? Literally everything. Dandelion's like, I don't understand how I got here. Like, bro, you literally asked to come along because you wanted material for a song. I love Dandelion so much. He's such a little shit. He's like, no, why? How could this happen to me? You begged to come along because you say you have to be there to make good songs. He's so funny. Hi, Ollie. Thank you. Yes, it is. It's so comfy too. I know. It's like more than Geralt and Yen, more than Geralt and Triss, more than Geralt and Ciri. I feel like the main relationship is Geralt and Dandelion. And I'm sorry, but I really, really, really don't like how the show portrayed their relationship. I don't like that Geralt was just like so done rolling his eyes, like yelling at him. Dandelion is a professional motherfucker. He is. And he's respected generally, like especially once he meets Geralt and starts writing about Yen and Ciri and stuff. Like he's well known. He's good at what he does. He's smart. He's quick. He thinks on his feet. And Geralt appreciates him. And what I want to say too is that what rubbed me the wrong way with the show is like, you know, when you have a friend, especially in high school, middle school, but it still happens when you're an adult. I had some friends like that in this community. They're not in it anymore, but it feels like they're laughing at you. That's the show. That's what the show gave to me. Like, I don't think Geralt is ever laughing at Dandelion. I really think they see each other as equals. They both tease each other. They both laugh at themselves. But I don't think Geralt is looking down on Dandelion. Dandelion has a hilarious personality and he can be a goober, but so can Geralt. Like, when Geralt shows up, I forget which story, and he's like, look at my new jacket, and it's like studded. And then Dandelion's like, what? You don't know style at all, dude. Yes, Ollie. And like, they trust each other, and they're linked. Thank you, Skayu. Thank you so much. They'll give each other shit, but in a loving way. And I think the same goes for Yen and Geralt, because y'all remember in the show when Geralt learns that Yen wants to be a mom in the Three Jackdaws story, and he goes, "You, a mother?" He would never say that. Never. Like, they should erase that. That's blasphemy. That's blasphemy. No, he would never say that to her. I don't understand. Yes, pure comic relief, for sure, for sure. Yeah, moral compass, yes. I like, there's no way. And I'm not there yet with Yen. Yen is, because I'm in Blood of Elves, and Yen is looking for them, but I can already tell she's gonna be such a good mom to Ciri specifically. I don't know what's gonna happen in the game too. I cannot wait to see them interact, because she needs Yen as her mom. Like, that's the perfect mom for her. It's not saying that Yen is the perfect mother, because literally the perfect mother doesn't exist. But I think she's gonna be great. Right, Domka. No, and they tease each other a lot, just like him and Dandelion. But I say this a lot, but I think Geralt throws it right back at her, and she laughs at herself. Like, I don't know. I think it was in the next story, but she's like, "Oh, Geralt, you have to take a bath," and she brings in this cloud of water, and like brings it in, and then just like pours it in a tub. And then he's like, "It's cold. Can you warm it?" And she's like, "No, I don't want to," because that smell makes me sick. And she's just like, she knows she's being ridiculous. And then he finishes, and so she like takes the water back out, throws it on the street, and it ends up hitting someone. And Geralt's like, "Did you have to like throw that water on the street?" And she's just like, "No, but I didn't feel like looking for another place to throw it." And like, it's clear that she's laughing at herself, you know? And she knows that she's a little bit spoiled, and I get a self-awareness from her, mainly because she's honest about her motivations and her motives and how she feels about people. And even if she isn't, it like shifts right away. She can't totally lie for a long time. "See your fresh water?" And he's like, "See." Yeah, Bamba, I'm already about like, I think almost a quarter. He does not mock people's honest feelings. And that's the thing, Simmer, too, because in The Witcher 2, you remember how we meet the strangest people, in The Witcher 3 as well. But even in The Witcher 2, we met that guy with the feathers, and he was collecting harpy feathers. And Geralt is like, "Hey," and you can tell he's thinking about, making fun of him, but he can't. Like, he literally can't. Like, he can make sarcastic remarks, but he's just like, nice weather we're having. Like, he's not a mean person. He's not going to like just humiliate someone. Like, he really does like the odd people, because he's not hurting anyone. Like, the guy with the feathers ain't hurting anyone. I don't know. I love that he can befriend anyone. He befriended a mermaid. He knew how to speak mermaid. I think it's elders speak, but I loved in the audiobook, he's like singing. The narrator for the audiobook sings. It's so funny. Thank you, Hera. I appreciate that. Hi, Alice. That mermaid chapter is really sad with Little Eye, but I will say that quote about she's not Yen. Besties. I don't know if I can find it. I don't know. Anyways, it's somewhere, but he's just like talking about how he could. I mean, he did sleep with Little Eye, but he's just like looking at her and he's like, she doesn't have the violet eyes. She doesn't have this hair, and she just, because she's not Yen. And it's like, if you've been in love with someone, you know, it doesn't matter how perfect the person is standing in front of you. You're like, you are not the person that I want. He's too nice and tries to be. Okay, so I love Three Jackdaws. That's got to be one of my favorite characters. I thought Saskia cameo was cute. She was like, oh, do you guys remember, because she's a little dragon, and she goes up to Yen, and Yen's struggling at that point, you know what I mean? Like, she's struggling because she's basically confirmed she's never gonna have a baby on her own. She can't get the golden dragon and like hand it to a healer who's gonna restore her womb. Like, she's going through it. Little baby Saskia, little dragon Saskia jumps up on her, and like Three Jackdaws is just like, she likes you. And it's just such a cute moment, because it's like, she would be and is going to be such a good mom. And like, even a little dragon is like cuddling up to her and nuzzling in her boobs. Hi, Gobble. Hi, Natalie. Thank you. Thank you so much. The Reavers from Witcher 2. I don't think so. The Hunters? Okay, and then Shard of Ice. I gotta keep this moving along, because otherwise I'll talk for 3 hours. Shard of Ice. Did y'all like that one? Oh, I would love to have Yen as my mom. Oh my god. I really liked Shard of Ice. Okay. Sorry, but again, this was mostly hilarious. This was mostly so freaking funny. Like, I laughed my ass off. I did not expect to read a story where Geralt is so grumpy and then has to like fight for her. And she's just like, what the hell is happening? Yen does whatever and whomever she wants, kinda. I don't know. And I will say, I got a little frustrated with Yen before I knew all the specifics. When she comes in and she's just like, okay, yeah, before you say anything, I did sleep with him, okay? But let me explain, blah, 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 blah. And I know you pouting and staring at the ceiling isn't gonna do anything productive, so let me explain. But my interpretation, yes, is straight in there like, we must duel. My interpretation, I don't know if this is right, was that her intention was to break up with him, but she needed to hear from Geralt that he loved her. I don't know if she needed love specifically, like that word, but they had a whole conversation where she's just like, you need to be totally honest and vulnerable with me. And he couldn't do it because of his pride. And so then she broke up with both of them. Right? Because at first I thought maybe she chose Geralt, but he didn't give her what he wanted. And she wasn't going to let them duel and fight each other to the death. Right? Geralt is so grumpy and I love him for it, but he also smiles more in the books. He smiles a lot in the books. Both Yen and Geralt fail in battle and conflict more often, and I like it. It seems like they fail more in the books. Like, magic is super messy and chaotic, and I feel like a lot of time has passed and stuff, but in the shows, which depict the books, they're almost described as like all powerful, like the best ever witcher, best ever sorceress. And what I appreciate about the books is that you see them kind of flounder and fail, and you know, Yen will mess something up and turn someone into a frog instead of, you know, like it's just chaotic, and Geralt will get beaten up and just like wake up the next day robbed. I don't know, I like that because it's like more relatable. She kind of chose just by going to him, but never told either of them anything explicit. Okay. Oh, okay. I think that she chose him, but she also wanted to be chosen by him, which she couldn't fully give at the moment. Nice. Yes. Because he said he could help her with infertility. She didn't want Geralt at the time because he didn't want to say that he loved her. Yeah. And she had a history with Istrid. And Geralt understood that too. Yeah, she has a kestrel to break up with him. She creates a kestrel for Geralt much later in the story. And even says she thought it wouldn't have to come to that, but things got too complicated. Yeah, Istrid proposed to her, and that's what... It was like he was giving her what she wanted from Geralt, but he's not Geralt. And, you know, she has an entire history with him. They understand each other magic-wise. Yeah, he never says it. And he has a lot of pride at that point, which is why I like playing The Witcher 3 at this point, because I can tell that pride is through the window. Like, he is willing, at least my Geralt is, to do what he needs to do to win her. And they're figuring each other out, you know? I said, poor Istrid, lol. And I love the moment when they're like, do you feel stupid right now? Like before they duel or when they're arranging the duel. And Geralt's like, yeah, I do. I thought it was huge character development for Yen as well. Yeah. And then the doo-doo story. I loved the doo-doo story. I love the doo-doo story. Doo-doo is so sweet. I'm so glad I read that before, I don't know, I finished the game. It gave me a different idea of Dopplers, and this might be overreaching, but with the show, the first glimpse, correct me if I'm wrong, the first glimpse we got of a Doppler was like a scary one, and it was freaky. And I feel like that does not help the stigma of Dopplers, okay? That story was fucking hilarious with Dainty the dwarf, and like he's doing business better than Dainty and like getting him all this money, and it's just hilarious. Like, it's so funny. And I just thought it was really interesting, and to think of Dopplers and shapeshifters as, you know, just like the rest of the non-humans, and why can't they have a place in Novigrad? He's trying his best. Emmy, hi! That end twist, I know, with frick, I forget his name. The main guy. The Eternal Fire guy. I don't remember. Would you romance Triss in The Witcher 2 again? Well, you're not really given much of a choice. You wake up, I mean, not have sex with her in the bath. Well, I don't want to talk about this because I met Triss in Blood of Elves. Okay, I read I have so many thoughts, but I have to wait until I finish the book. But I read her intro. I read how she got Geralt into bed with a little help of magic, which didn't bother me as much as what else she said about Geralt. Okay. That, it did not. I'm getting different vibes from Triss. I'm really glad I'm reading the books. I think as a character, she's very interesting, but she's a promiscuous girl. Promiscuous girl, wherever you are. Oh, right, Ollie, and he hates the town that he's in. But that's all. That's my thoughts are for when I finish Blood of Elves. But there's nothing wrong with being promiscuous. It's just that, like, what? I had sex with her in an elven bath, so he lost his memory, so no regrets. He lost his memory. I didn't know what was going on. At the beginning, right? Chappelle, yes. No, she's not terrible. No. Just in terms of her relationship with Geralt, I don't think that they're a good match. Anyways, but we'll talk about it once I finish Blood of Elves. Then what else? Oh, the Dryads. With the Ciri story when he meets Ciri, the Dryads. Is that how you pronounce it? The elves? Oh my god, that's so interesting. With the female elves and they like bring in men just to breed and then kick them out. But like they like Geralt and they'll vibe with Geralt. But they wanted to keep Ciri. She's so cute. I can't. Ooh. I love 10-year-old Ciri so freaking much. She's so sassy. She's such a little rascal. She's a little scamp. I love their relationship. I love how she's just like, I'm gonna behead this person. Stop telling me you're gonna hit me. I know, what the frick? She's also supposed to be so little. Like, she's supposed to be teeny. And she's just like cuddling with him. And it's just so cute. Yes. And they're just so goofy. Remy, thank you. That's so sweet. They take the magic part as she... Oh. Yeah, I mean, that's... I think that's something that we can talk about when we finish... When I finish that book and we can discuss it. Yeah, I don't know. And I think it's cute too because, you know, the show makes it out to be they're searching for each other and they can't find each other and they're just like running towards each other and blah blah blah, and then they finally meet and it's this momentous thing. No. No, Geralt basically is just like, I don't want that child surprise anymore. And then when he sees Ciri, he's like, who is this little shit with this red hood? And she kind of catches on before him, a 10-year-old. Like, once she finds out that he's a witcher, she just is like, the wheels are turning. And then she's just like, I know, my nanny told me that I'm destined and I'm supposed to find Geralt and da 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 da. And she's so cute. And then at the end, when Geralt realizes, like, he naturally was doing such a good job as a dad because he didn't feel that burden of responsibility. And he was just, you know, vibing with her and it was really cute. But then when he realizes, shit, this could be destiny. I might have to be a father. Like, she has to go with me and maybe become a witcher, which is really freaking hard and dangerous. He walks away. Like, he literally walks away from her as she's screaming, like, no, I'm your destiny. Like, it's so sweet though. But it's not what the show depicted. And then they, you know, later find each other again. And that was so, oh my God, I cried. I cried a lot. Like, because at that point, Calanthe is dead, right? She doesn't have really anyone. And she's so excited to see him. She's like, you found me. You found me. We'll be together now, won't we? Now we'll be together, won't we? Say it, Geralt. Forever. Say it. And he goes, forever, Ciri. And she's like, it's like they said, Geralt. It's like they said. Am I your destiny? Say it. Am I your destiny? And then the Witcher waited, tensed. You're much more than that, Ciri. Much more. It's not just destiny. Like, it's maybe part destiny, part fate and like coincidence, whatever. But it's also part effort and making the most of that moment and choosing to do good by that person and choosing that person. And that's her adoptive dad. That's Geralt. He's not doing it because he feels obligated to. He loves her. In that moment, it's more than destiny. It's just like, I love this little kid and I'm gonna protect her. He wanted to dare you because I know. Right, Grimmar. Sapphic, thank you. Oh my god, Skayu, that was so cute. I died. That was so sweet. Hi, cutie. Good to see you. I love it. They're like camping. And then the Dryad is like a 16-year-old girl who doesn't hear stories in their place. Like, she doesn't hear tales. And Ciri hasn't heard a story in a while. And she's just like, I want to hear a story. Tell me one. And then Geralt is telling a story about like a cat and a fox or whatever. And they both are listening and cuddling him. And like, she's just like, what's the moral of that story? And Geralt's like, I don't know. There isn't one. And she's like, a good story has a moral. A bad one doesn't. And then like the other girl's just like, no, I thought it was perfect. And then later, Geralt tells Ciri to run and she runs up the tree like the story that he told her. And he's like, get down from the tree. I told you to run, not climb up a tree. And she's like, I did what the cat did. Hi, Day. Good to see you. Thank you. So cute. Yeah, and then when he walks away from Ciri, he's like, destiny doesn't exist. The only thing that people are destined for is death. And he's like, I am death. Because he's not an assassin, but that's his thing, is he deals with death. He deals with a lot of death, and Witchers do. So like, it's just hard. I get why it's hard for him. Death follows him, yeah. But it's okay because now they're together again. I thought the Little Eye story was really sad but really good. Essie. Yeah, that ending was heartbreaking. Like, why? I get why, but I thought that would have been a good little episode to adapt into the show, right? And I think it's really cute that she's friends with Dandelion and he calls her Poppet and he remembers her birthday. The reason why Dandelion is so wanted and why he's a successful playboy is because he really remembers these women. He like remembers their birthdays. He remembers a lot of details about them. He doesn't forget their names. He's just a playboy. He just is. But I love at the end of that, he's just like, you guys need to figure it out. You need to talk it out, and then you need to lie down together. Okay? Because I'm done. I don't like this tension. Geralt, probably, yeah. No. Yeah, Leverkin, I loved that. I loved her little goofiness. I love that she's, you know, she's stout and she's just a little rascal. She really is. She's so smart and so sassy. But she's also scared. Hey, Dougie. Thank you. I think that's it. Something more. That was a strong one, right? Something more was, yeah. I think you missed it because I just talked about that. Just so precious how they reunited. I read the end. And then also with Yuska. Is that his name? No, Yurga. I don't know. It was really good. I can't wait to read more. Oh yeah, his mom. That kind of confused me. In his dreams though, right? That part I was a little confused about. I don't remember that, Simmer. I don't remember much of the show. It was not a dream. Wait, with red hair? There was one with like pale hair and then there was one with red hair that I thought might be, it was like Vienna. Aww. Oh, that's sweet. Vicenna, yes. Oh my gosh. That's really cute. She's a sorcerer with red hair. Oh my god. Oh. His mom. Well, I think that's where we're gonna end that talk because how long was it? Okay, I did better. It was like 40 minutes. Yeah, she was the child surprise again. Hi, N7. I'm doing good. The show made it a hallucination. I think that's why I was confused. And the way that Sapkowski writes sometimes, it's hard to tell what's real, but I like that better because I just love that kind of writing. Like, I like having to figure it out and not knowing if something was real, but that is so sweet. Yeah. I'm really getting a good glimpse into Geralt and his character and his pain. Thank you. I'm so glad you like it.